Hello, this is Goto. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series Season 3. Today is going to be Serene Deluge Day, and I'm not going to forget the puzzle total at the start of the episode. There we go, 15,116. We're getting close to that 1,000 puzzle remaining threshold. That's exciting, right? So yeah, today is going to be Serene Deluge. And I'm going to take a look at our available puzzles here in a second. Let's take a look here. So we have 2 Sentinel Stones from Perspective. We have 1 hidden cube. That's it? Just 1 hidden cube? Okay. 3 Logic, 3 Music, and no movement puzzles. There's 1 Mosaic, 1 Rolling Block, and that's it. So today's kind of a lighter day in Serene Deluge as far as the available puzzles go. But it is a day nonetheless, and we better go clean up what we got, and then from there we'll see where we want to go. Maybe we'll go clean up, what's it called? We can go to Verdent Glenn after this. Just kind of depends on what's going to be over there as well. I know that I understand that there are certain like rotations of puzzles that are kind of on like a cycle, and they're kind of like a daily cycle. So if I come up to, Serene Deluge today and it's like not a lot of puzzles today, then I just might be on an off cycle day. But here is a puzzle for us to do, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, that one was actually really straightforward. I traced the entire path just mentally before I even started moving the block because it was like, it doesn't really seem like there's any other way to go, so I'm just gonna go the only way I see that I can go. Alright, anything in here? We're only having 1 hidden cube today, so not too much in the way of what we're actually going to need a puzzle radar for, most likely. I could also, like, totally stumble upon it without the puzzle radar. That'd be pretty great. How are we looking at the overall hidden puzzle progress, anyways? We need 2 more hidden pentads total, 26 cubes, 36 rings, and 30 archways. So those are getting pretty close to being, like, totally all done. And I'm just grabbing some armor layer rings here because we're still hanging on to this Airborne Puzzles Luminous quest, and if I can get that out of my hair, that would be good. Get something else to get some progress. I think Sparks, like, we might finish 100%ing all of the zones and still not have enough Sparks for all the cosmetics, so definitely, like, Sparks are something to consider. If that happens, like, I'm probably just gonna do, like, I'm gonna turn off the feature where puzzles stay complete, and I'm just gonna, like, go ham on some quests or something, you know? Okay, there's a music grid. We have 3 music grids, so we might immediately run into the next one, so I'm not inclined to use all our foresights up immediately here, so let's try to solve it, like, legitly. This is also probably the same music grid, as, yeah, 8 hours left to reset. This would probably be that music grid that I looked at in the previous episode and said no to. But yeah, let's give it a listen. We're gonna probably solve this one legitly, or, like, use a minimal number of foresights. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so that was the opening. Honestly, I'm not really getting the ladder here, and it sounds like we're only missing 4 notes, so I can just go ahead and use the foresights there for those. This is that kind of puzzle where it helps you to actually know the semitones and all of those notes in between the notes, because I'm like having a hard time differentiating them when I'm hearing them. Okay, just taking a look around. No puzzle radar yet, so we don't have the knowledge of knowing we have actually like cleared everything over here. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna set a warp beacon up here, because this would be a good place to just kind of like bring a puzzle radar towards and then just kind of like branch off in various different directions. But continuing on, yeah, we're just currently on the hunt here. I'll continue this way. It was like crazy that other day where we had like all the puzzles clustered together, and then today it's like nothing. All the radars clustered together, rather. Nothing over here. Well, there was something up there. I had just like, you know, done it already. Alright, we're going down towards the Pearl, so this would be a good point to... I don't know why that sky drop, like, froze my game momentarily there, though. It was kind of weird. Anyways, this would be a good moment to go down and turn in the quest I'm holding onto here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Anything down this way? Nope. Down that way. Down that way. Nope. Okay. Claim armillary rings and hidden pentads. Nope. I will go with this this puzzle, because I think we at least have a shifting mosaic and a rolling block puzzle left in this zone, and then match 3 we can get in Verdent Glenn after. Oh no, we don't have a rolling block. Do we have a rolling block in Serene Deluge then? In Shady Wildwood, I mean? There is one over there. There's actually all 3 of those over there, so... We're still, like, gonna get our mosaic from over here, but still good to know. There's another one of our music grids. Maybe this is the one we saw last episode. I don't really know. I don't think we looked at it. It doesn't matter regardless. We're still doing it now, so... Alright, that's enough hints that I wanted to use. That one seemed like way easier than that other 3 pipper we did, so... Fun, you know? The balance of these. Alright, we got a regular grid over here. Alright, so it instantly fills in our border, which kinda... takes some of the wind out of our sails, because now we gotta now we gotta do the rest of the puzzle without that trick that we know and love. Alright, well, it was pretty easy overall, so no complaints. Oh hey, there's a rolling block puzzle down here. I'm gonna just go down here and grab it while I see it. Alright, we need a pancake here, pancake down here. Okay, so let's focus on getting down here. That's gonna kind of be the crux of this puzzle, I think. We can re-pancake to figure out how to get in there. We need a pancake here, which means we need a pancake up here or down there, so... either here or here. One of these 2 spots. Okay, so this isn't really moving our rotational point here. Did this move our rotational point? Hold on. Yeah, okay, so now we just need to be up on the correct axis of rotation here. Here we go. Go down, rotate, over, flip, and got it. Nice. Alright, I'm just looking for a phasic dial while I'm over here as well. I'm gonna grab this, this guy, though, really quick, just because it's here. And usually pretty quick. And how's the sightseer looking over here? Also looking like a really easy sightseer, so I'm going to go ahead and take a second to do this one as well. We are standing right about here. Perfect. Very fast. So phasic dial. I'm looking for places where they have wall tiles, which it... Whoop. There's an island floating there in my face. There's one over there. There's usually some on this side, and then on this side. Here's some mosaics. We can go ahead and knock these out. I mean, our Serene Deluge is kind of slated to be a little quicker than normal anyways today, so... Alright. We can do this one as well. Oh, this one looks very easy. Okay. I'm gonna divert very slightly towards Serene Deluge. Not Serene Deluge, Shady Wildwood here. And just see if we can really quickly grab that phasic dial we need for our Luminous quest. And I'm gonna do like anything that we run into that's like pretty quick, like, you know, that, maybe this puzzle. Yeah, this puzzle looks like it should be quick and easy. We're looking for a river that goes downstream towards the pearl. That has a log over it, so right here probably. Yep, it even has the Wandering Echo orb here. I would like to get the turn in, thank you. Do we have a Wandering Echo over here as well? I do need one of those. We do not have one available today. That's okay. So wall slabs. I think there's a few slabs over here. Oh, is that a hidden ring I see? Oh, you shouldn't have. Here's another wall slab, but it's, once again, not a dial. It's okay, though. Oh, what the? I, like, solved the puzzle and then unsolved it. For some reason, I didn't think I could do that, though I never really tried, I guess, so... Doesn't really matter either way. It was just funny. We got a hidden pentad and a dial over here. Maybe today is actually covertly a Shady Wildwood day because I'm actually running around and actually finding puzzles over here. Though still, if I find a puzzle radar, I'm gonna take it back to straight back to the Shady Serene Deluge. I mean. All right, we are 3 out of 5. Out of 5. Let's see which way our bubble is going. Going this way. Looking like it's up here on this guy. Yeah, there it is. Excellent. Oh, there was a grid over here, right? Yep. Let's do this grid. Oh, it's a 5-pipper. Ready for a challenge? Okay, so we have 5-pipper. One symbol per dark area, so we can't have any isolated corners in here. We have 5 and 4. Over here we also have 5. What's the best way to start this puzzle? It'd be nice to have the info on this. Maybe we can actually figure out the info on that? No, we can't, really, can we? Let's see here. So in total, this is 14 dark tiles. And in total over here, this one is 12, and this one is 8. So this is 20 dark tiles. So there's 6 dark tiles down here. So this is, we don't know which of these, how it's spread out, but there's 6 down here. So we only have to add 4 dark tiles to the bottom. So if we were to go like here, for example, dark, we would need to add 3 dark tiles to get there. But then we need 2 more over here. So this one's got to be light. And then same if we did a light cell here. If we did a light cell here, we would have to do a dark here, which would be a dark here. Then we'd have 2 more left. And we'd have to do this one, which would add 2, and we couldn't fill that. So this one's got to be light. Which means this one also has to be light now. That one can't be dark. And now we can do all dark cells here. Okay. And that gives us a nice starting point. And something's gone wrong here. It was that tile, of course. How does that work, though? Oh, you know what? I had been looking at it from this perspective, which causes this, and then this whole bottom section is done, because that's our... Oh, wait. No, this is correct, isn't it? No, this is incorrect. Because these would be the 4 tiles we would add. But I hadn't considered if we go up here like this, and that finishes that. This is correct, right? Yeah, okay. Well, there we go. We can finish this and this pretty easily. This one is done. This one is done. That goes like that. Hi! We almost got there. I just missed that one other route on that bottom left box there. Alright, do we have any puzzles in the house over here? No. How many dials are here? I'm, like, not finding any dials. Oh, there's only 1 dial in the whole area. Okay, that might explain things. In that case, finding a dial might actually be kind of tricky. Maybe I will use this radar here to help me find the dial in the Autumn Falls, but not Autumn Falls, Shady Wildwood. Let's go ahead and pick it up, though. A lot of sightseers, I don't really want to focus on time-consuming puzzles on purpose, so I'm going to actually skip those. Hidden rings I'll absolutely grab, because they are fast and there are a lot of them. So let's go ahead and grab those. Yeah, lots of what are they called? Hidden rings out today. Just absolute load of them. Alright, and we're not finding our dial either, so this, what's it called, didn't go to the best of use over here. I saw a hidden pentad over here. Let's go up and do that one. It wasn't up as up as I thought it was. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Thought you'd trick me in the log, didn't you? 4. And let me finish going around the area before I use the triangulation method, but we didn't need to, so we're all good. Alright, another place we know that they have a lot of wall slabs is over here. I did see the puzzle radar, do not worry. And not the wall slabs we're looking for, though. I mean, not any, actually. There were none over there. Alright, well, let's keep going this way with our radar. Tons and tons of sightseers today. See, this is like an on day for sightseers, on cycle day for sightseers, and hidden rings, apparently. Because they are just all over the place. The general goal of... There we go, there's our dial. The general goal of how I want it to be, how I want to get to it, is basically make it so we're doing full sweeps of our whole map every day, basically. Alright. We're now at Shady Deluge. Shady Deluge? What? Serene Deluge, and now we can use our puzzle radar. I am flying it towards the east of where we put our waypoint first. Remember that this, the radar has a cylindrical shaped scanning range, so we just swapped like this entire area. Alright. I need to go back and get that dial I marked now. If I see a sightseer on the way over there, I'll probably grab it, but I'm not going out of my way to grab them right now. I didn't even see any, so that's funny. I guess I can only see them with the puzzle radar, because otherwise I'm blind to them, apparently. Okay, so we have a purple and a pink. Let's do this purple first. And then, whoops, I messed it up. There we go. Oh, and we gotta do the teal at the same time, but we've done that. We need to do green and purple at the same time with this button. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Now just red and yellow are left. And this should resolve with spam clicking. Good. Okay, cool. We knocked out a pretty challenging basic dial there. Glad to see that's out of our rotation permanently. Alright. Any puzzle radars in the vicinity over here I could take back with me? Just looking around for puzzle radars predominantly. There's one. Yesterday's episode was very much need puzzle radars and can't find them. Do I want to mark any of these? Oh, I will mark that puzzle radar though. I'm going to mark a couple things over here just because we actually know there are puzzles here, and in the Serene Deluge we do not know there are puzzles. Okay, so this time I want to go... Where am I? This way. I got turned around there. So we have... We could probably afford to break one of our markers. I'm just going to say we have 3 markers I can relocate as I need. Just flying around up here. Alright, here we go. We're seeing stuff. Logic grid there. This thing there. I'm going to drop down and grab this hidden cube instead of marking it. Alright, yeah, that would have been insane if we found that without the puzzle radar. Our radar is about to expire. Can we have anything else blip into our view here? No, but I do see that puzzle over there, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Imagine visually seeing puzzles with your eyes instead of needing puzzle radar. What kind of crazy world is that? Let's go in here. Figure out where we're going. For this, and... Wait, this is kind of tricky. This kind of setup blocks in here are kind of blocking everything. Do we need to be over here? This looks like the correct spot. There we go. Okay. Drop down and do this grid down here. We got a big old dart matrix. Oh, this is a star battle style matrix. Yay, I like that. So what's our grid size? We have 2 stars per row and column, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're going to need to focus on these viewpoints, because that's going to kind of be our bread and butter as far as where we can actually do things. So this is limited to 1 in this direction. So if we go left, we would also have to go down here. If we go left, it's going to make this 3 be very upset with dark cells on all of these corners, so we cannot go there. That means we can, start with this, and that, and that. And this. Okay, good. Big old starting blotch of tiles to work with. Okay, and we can apply basic star battle principles here. Use the viewpoint there. 5 needs to come up like that. Alright, there needs to be 1 in here. The game is probably like, wait, you're not supposed to know this logic. Cheats. Alright, there's 1 in here, 1 in here, and 1 down here. 1 up here, 1 there. Whoops. Yeah, actually, this column's done. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Here, here, here is 1. Alright, got a little spam clicky at the end, but we got it. Okay, so... I think we could say we've confidently swept, the... How do I describe it? Like this northern end. We kind of got to do the middle and then the southern end. So I'm guessing like 2 more radars maybe. Do I want to move my waypoint beacon? Probably. So let's go up there and move it a little bit more central to the middle of the map. I guess one good thing about the Serene Deluge... Oh, hold up, we found our other music grid. That sounded like a lot. Let's go ahead and use this. There we go. I kind of just sussed out that symbol over there. Ooh, we are low on shapes. Okay, there was only 1 note left. I'm like, that looks and sounds like we have most of it. So I don't know what we're missing at that point. Thankfully we had that. Okay, we have a puzzle radar here. This is good. Alright, let's pick this up. And yeah, there are things over here, kind of as I expected. 2 puzzles with 1 marker is great. I forgot that we left 2 markers over there. Whoopsie-daisy. And we have a radar over there as well. Okay, so we got, like, I'm gonna take this for a speed boost. We got into this area very nice and cleanly. So let's go up towards the top still, and then I want to go towards the middle of the map. Kind of the middle, turning towards the right, because we were just down there. Those 2 puzzles I marked actually might be the last 2 puzzles I need. I do not remember my total puzzle count, so I'm going to have to look at it in a second. Yeah, we're not really seeing anything down here, so... Got about 10 seconds left on this radar. Come on. Yeah, these two might just be like the last puzzles left. Our radar has expired. Let's go. First of all, I want to check the puzzle count. So perspective, all done. Hidden, all done. One logic, which is down there with that marked grid. One mosaic. Okay, yeah, these were the only two puzzles. I shouldn't have been flying around. There was no point. We do have a star puzzle, though. Ooh, exciting. Alright. We have a puzzle with plus and minus. Imagine that. That's amazing. And a macaroni as well. Let's get this kind of spinning around the edges here. Okay. Okay, I've done a good job boxing everything in. There we go. Alright, star puzzle. What do we got? This looks familiar. I feel like I've done this one. Looks like extremely familiar. Okay, so we basically need to figure out which cells belong to which number. So this is almost certainly going to be coming up here. This 7, how much of these tiles can this 7 reach? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could reach this one, but that kind of feels weird. Let's see, are there any trails that need to connect? This 14 is going to have to do things. We could fill in this entire area with dark cells, but that would be, let's see, this is 11, 12, 13, 14. Feels kind of weird for the 17 to, like, just come up to the edge of this 14, so this is probably part of the 14 as well. Let's see. This is definitely going to have to be part of the 16, so this is going to go up, and then if this is part of the 7, then these can't connect, but we don't know if it's part of the 7 yet. This has to come up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we can't actually connect all this, but this does have to connect, so we have to consider this connected. So we're at 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this 11 is done up here. No dark tiles are applicable here, just these two spots are left. And now we can see the shape of our 7. No squares. Okay, we can do some squares here really quick. Dark, light, dark, dark, light. So, let's see, this 16 has to pick up those two, so light, dark there, light here. Looking really good so far. 14, we need to pick up 2 more tiles. Only way it's possible is with that. 16 is done. 7 is done. Alright, very nice. Very smooth solve of that puzzle. It's like, excuse me, that was correct. It's like, no, actually it wasn't correct. Alright, well, that finishes Serene Deluge for today. We are at a complete full clear over here, which you'd love to see it. We are also at our typical 30-minute stopping point, or where I try to start pressing the brakes and then oftentimes go way over. But I think for this time, I'm just going to wrap up these puzzles over here. Maybe use this puzzle radar over here, and that's what we're going to call it. So, let's go ahead and pick these guys up. I know we had that update on offline restoration that kind of fixed where the situation of having like really, really far away puzzles from the pickup point. And it's kind of like I haven't noticed it happening, which I guess is good, but also, like, it's something like that that's kind of hard to know if it's happening or not if you're not experiencing it, so... Alright, let's pick up this guy. Like, both of these so far, they were, like, just right up near where, you know, you'd kind of expect them to be. There we go. Just having a challenge there, figuring out the tilt I needed for that. Alright, let's use this puzzle radar. I think I want to use it more towards the pearl, so I'm going to warp over there. Yeah, plenty of things over here to grab. Let's do a big jump, and as we're going up... Oh, I wasted the jump. Though I did find a puzzle radar. I did find 2 puzzle radars. Uh-oh, guys. It's happening. Let's go and get this hidden ring, and, let's see, there's a mosaic down there. I guess the match 3s on the interaction are just gonna have to chill and wait for, next episode when we go to Verdent Glenn again. Ah! Come on. I'm trying to save my, super jump up here. Alright. And hidden ring right here. Okay. Let's do this rolling block, and then... Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go for these, puzzles since we're still, like, a little early. Alright, we have a rolling block. That's double terminus. Double terminus again. What if I go like this? That creates a double terminus in this area. So our terminus is over here. We need to not make an extra terminus. That looks good. I have to go here, but it makes 2 terminuses, so this isn't correct. What if we... Nope. Nope. No, what about, like, this? This corner over here is being tricky. What if I just go over to that corner first? No, again with the double terminus. Jeez, what the heck? Fill this in. No, fill this entire rectangle in there. No, now this whole area is messed up. Well, dang, what the heck? Wrap around. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Wrap around. That doesn't work either. Shoot. Because we need to go up, then we need to go down, now we need to go up, now we need to go this way, now we need to go this way, and we have an extra terminus. So wrapping around down here doesn't do what we need. What if we start like this? Nope. Again, we're in the wrong spot here. What if I started like this? Yikes. This is when I need foresight for rolling block puzzles. I think this works. Because we're going to go down, wrap back, and come back. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Ooh, that was a tough one. For as far as, like, fill in the tiles type puzzle goes. Alright, anything else up here? No. But we did have something over here, so let me mark that one while I have it fresh on the noggin. Where is this? There's a marker here. I'm like, this doesn't look familiar. Is it here on these stairs? It must be right here. Yeah, there we go. Good. I would have been looking for that one for a while if the marker wasn't in it, I'm just going to be honest. Alright. This one, we probably want to get this edge tucked under this piece. Or maybe not. There we go. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did I pick up a puzzle radar? Hold on. That's not how we do things in this house. What's wrong with me? Yeah, that was my bad. Alright, well, the game did refund our puzzle radar. Here's a new one. And then we have 3 sightseers over here. Good. Well, I'm gonna mark those 2. Mark this one. See if we can spot anything else, because I think we're capped out on markers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Let's see. There's one here, and then... anything else? Not in the immediate vicinity. Let's go ahead and start doing these. Whoa. Big lag on my game. I was worried I was going to crash for a second. Alright, this one looks like it's down here. Good. A lot of sightseers over here. Let's just go grab those really quick. And grab one of these. Easy one again. I think we're just standing on this log right here. To the left of this little nub. Good. This one's a little bit more tricky. There's some logs. I think the logs are up here. Oh, and then there's also the very tall building, so yeah. Yep, right here. Here we go. Here's our view. Line it up. Great. We're done with those 2. There's one more over here. Okay. Oh, another pretty easy one. Very immediately obvious where the view is. This one might be a little bit more like, okay, no, we see where the view is. What about how you stand for it? Here we go. Alright, very good. We do have a sightseer marked over there already. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this one, man. It's like, whatever. Let's go over to the Pearl and go towards the west. I remember seeing puzzles in this direction that I kind of left alone because we thought we weren't doing them. But, you know what? I lied. How dare I? Mark this guy. Oh, another radar again. Just like the puzzle radar refund center over here. The PRRC. Puzzle radar refund center. Oh, don't tell me this is in the maze. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta do that? Alright, that's everything marked. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go in this maze to get this puzzle radar out of here. So annoying. And this is like a second floor puzzle, so I'm just gonna backtrack. I don't want to go through the rest of the puzzle. Okay. We've gotten that out. What are we actually looking at here? Ooh, this one is, this one leaves much to be desired in the face of actual landmarks and things to look at, because all there is trees, a 3-pit puzzle, which could be anywhere, and a 4-pit puzzle. But I see that here, so this is probably where we need to be. We need to be with a tree in our view, so I'm guessing a little bit more backed up. So this tree, yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, that one I'm thankful for not being a nightmare, because it absolutely could have been a nightmare to find where those random trees and that grid were. those grids, but it was not. So thank you, puzzle. Alright, this one is... I recognize it to be, like, down here. Or... I mean, I thought it was this spot right here, but I guess not. Let's look around. It's somewhere around the corner of this structure. Huh. Well, what else are we looking at? There's a... what's it called in the sky? An enclave in the sky. There's not too many enclaves actually in the sky, so... I feel like this shouldn't be that hard to find. There's like one up here, right? But this one feels like way too high up there. So I think it's a different one. Is there an enclave in the sky over here somewhere? Let me jump up and see where our sky enclaves are. Actually there is not one over here. The only one I actually know of is this one right here. So, let's see. Take a look. Is it down there? I was down there looking up at this structure, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. Did I, like, walk right past this? Oh, there's this hill. Okay. This hill in the... When I walked past here, I was like, there's no hill here, but this hill is a lot taller looking in the sightseer than it was in person there. That was silly of me. Whoops. Alright, let's warp back over here, get this last sightseer, and then... World's our oyster for these last two doohickeys. Radars. I'm having like deja vu on some of these puzzles. I'm like, didn't we do this? Like, this one, I feel like I've seen this bottom of this cross-shaped pillar before. What else are we looking at here? Looking towards the Autumn Falls. Like, yeah, I almost distinctly remember this one. What in the Autumn Falls are we looking at? We're looking at the Sentinel Stones up there. Okay, so I need to go, like, up higher and look for some broken pillars. So that's the Sentinel Stone that we're looking at over here, and we're kind of like eye level with it almost. Okay, so this is clearly too far. There's too much stuff blocking our view, so we gotta go a little closer. Looking at this again. Tough one. This view just doesn't look right over here. It looks like it has to be over here somewhere. But I'm not seeing the broken pillars that I'm expecting from here. This, like, cross-shaped pillar. I guess I'm on a search for cross-shaped pillars today. And, like, I see the view in the distance, but, like, this is not helping. Like, it looks like it's really high up. I can see the edge of the Sentinel Stones. Is it, like... Is there some other place that has, like, a grassy floor, like, up here? Like, what does this look like from up here? No, this looks like way too high up. Okay. What the heck, man? This sightseer is perplexing me. Maybe I am remembering this one because I picked it up and I, like, searched for a long time and I couldn't find it. And then I dropped it. But we're gonna do it today. It's happening today. Okay, so, let's get our bearings. So it's looking at... Okay, these orbs are... These sky drops are all in the way. Excuse me, can you get out of the way, please? Oh, even if I solve it, it's going to take a minute to clear. Okay, so it's looking at this view. There's a gap between the Sentinel Stones and the house, so it's about here-ish. Let's just drop down and walk towards this structure from this general direction. Like, you can't even see this, though. What the heck? We must need to be further this direction. This is like my best guess. This is a hard sightseer. Hold on. Hold on. I see broken pillars. Okay, this view is looking more like the view we are looking for. I think we're in the right area. Is this our broken pillar? Aha! Oh, jeez, that was a tough one. It didn't even tell me how long it took, because it took way too long. That's how long it took. Okay, jeez, okay. Well, we have 3 radars left. Well, let's go ahead and keep the show rolling here. 2 sightseers back to back. This must be like part of the fixes that Rushin implemented to make it so that puzzles do not spawn way far away. Like if there's multiple puzzles in the same area, you just put them both there, you know? Okay, what are we looking at as far as puzzles we still need? This might be it. So 4 sightseers, that's what we have marked currently. I didn't read. Okay, we have all the hidden. We have all the grids, we have all the movement, we have all the wall slabs, and we have all of those. Okay, these are the last puzzles. No need to use the other radar unless I want to go on a rampage and hit up the Verdent Glenn. But I might do that a little bit, but not too long. Okay, great. Now what are we looking for? Looking for a fallen pillar right next to a hidden archway. I mean, this at least has a you know, it at least has something I can look at. There's a hidden archway next to a big log. It ended up being a log, not a pillar, but yeah, whatever. Going upstream here and then looking downstream. This looks like the spot. Yep. Nice and simple. That's a radar over there. And then here's our last 2 puzzles. This one's at the entrance of this little building over here in the water. There we go, and then last one. New hidden pentheads and Serene Deluge. I'm gonna actually look at that. We do not need those. Okay. No new hidden pentheads for us. I think we're my moment of silence says it all. I'm like, oh, great. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's not that bad. We need to come up here, and we need to be looking at this view from this side right over here. And then we need to find the wallflower. Like, it's a literal wallflower, though, not the expression. Because, yeah, the challenge with this one is going to be figuring out what level we're supposed to be on. Down there, maybe? It feels too low. Yeah, it feels too low, and also this angle is wrong. It just feels like deliberately annoying to try to line that up. Nope, the flower is not oriented correctly here. Here we go. This looks like the spot. There we go. Full clear in Serene Deluge as well. Sorry, Shady Wildwood. Great progress today. I want to just probably take a swing through the Verdent Glenn just with these 2 radars, just because I have them. Let me do a quick look at what we have available before I do that, though. So there is a Sentinel Stone somewhere. No hidden puzzles. No grids. None of those. There's one Morphic Fractal. I'd really like to find that one. Wait, that's it? There's no other puzzles? What the heck? That means today is almost certainly going to be another full world map full clear. And doing this in an hour is, like, still a little bit slower than I would like to get to. I would like to get to the point of, like, this takes me, like, 30 to 45 minutes. But still, this is a nice pace. Doing a full world map clear in under an hour. Sentinel Stone over there. Puzzle Radar didn't even tell me that one. I just saw it with my eyeballs. I want to keep an eye out for Puzzle Radars as well. If I find a Puzzle Radar, I won't need to go back and get the other one over there. I'd really like to radar this area, so I don't have to come back over here. I would like to... There it is. We do not have to go back, regardless, because I have found the place where we need to go. So yeah, with this is going to be another world map full clear here. Oh, this looks like an easy Morphic Fractal. Please don't make me immediately, like, eat my own words. Okay. I was like, oh no, when I actually started moving my mouse on it. That would have sucked. Okay. We are on our way to our last puzzle. And then the final Puzzle Radar, we can pick it up if we want. There's really no point to pick it up. Oh, maybe I'll show off the Cetus tool, actually. Yeah, let me, finish this up over here. Rushin showed me the Cetus tool, and I'd like to show it off, so... There we go, full clear. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me go, first of all, let's do the normal stuff for the outro. So I'm going to do save stats. We are currently doing savedump.php. Let's go. Pull up our puzzle total. So here was our starting puzzle total. And I think I've kind of resigned myself. Just doing this live is fine. I don't need to pause the footage to update it. It's okay. And let's see, I need to do the math, though, also live. So our progress was 52 puzzles today. Our new total is 15,168. That is 93% completion. Our new zone completions are Verdent Glenn, 89% still. Shady Wildwood is now at 90. And we did not dent the Serene Deluge today with the progress we did. But still, 52 puzzles is good progress. And then let's actually do Cetus now. So I'm going to pause for that because I don't know. I haven't really figured out how to do that on screen effectively yet. So hold up. Okay, I think I got this set up. Alright, so going to my browser really quick. So Cetus is this app that we have developed by the folks in the Islands of Insight modding server. And basically it's like you can upload your save file, and there's leaderboards for puzzle completion and flow orb speeds and all that fun stuff. But an interesting thing that they have is that there is a page where you can go and you can look at your puzzle completion without actually having to open the game up. So this is kind of hard to see, I realize. Just looking at the preview here, it's kind of small, probably hard to read. But we can see, right now I'm looking in Verdent Glenn, and it says cycle solved, and then it has all of the current cycle information. But I'm at 317 out of 317 puzzles solved. But Wandering Echo actually resets in 5 minutes, which is... It's probably been 5 minutes since I got this window up and running. So if I refresh this page, it's going to update the timer here. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. While that's refreshing, it takes a minute to refresh, so I'm going to go to another page. We can look that Logic Grids and Shady Wildwood would reset in 1 minute, but otherwise I've done everything. Also, Crystal Labyrinth would reset in 12 minutes. I'm going to refresh this page too. Looking at Serene Deluge now, everything's full clear here again. The closest thing to resetting is Memory Grids in 12 minutes, so let's reset all those. Now, the website's not like super duper quick or anything, but it does work offline without having to load the game up, and I know the game takes a long time to load up, so this is like potentially really nice, right? Alright, Wandering Echo, 26 seconds to refresh still. Logic Grid, 1 minute to refresh in Shady Wildwood as well. Oh, nope, that one refreshed. Okay, and now we can look and see 33 out of 47 Logic Grids. Let's go back to our game and see what it actually is, right? New Wandering Echoes just spawned in Verdent Glen. You saw that message there? And wait, Wandering Echo. Wandering Echo, here. 15 out of 15. Okay, so we didn't get any new ones. But according to over here, we should have 33 out of 47 Logic Grids and Shady Wildwood now. So let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. 33 out of 47. We're not going to do them now. We're at the end of our episode, but still, this is a useful tool potentially, right? Go back over here. Okay. So yeah, Crystal Labyrinth's another 6 minutes to reset. And then what about Serene Deluge? 6 more minutes for Serene Deluge Memory Grid to reset. I'm not going to be waiting for that, but just a cool example of like now I can, like later on when we're very close to being fully done with all the puzzles, I can just pop this up, load in my save file, look at all the pages, and be like, oh yeah, there we go. I have 5 puzzles I need to go find today, or however many it's going to be. Hopefully more than 5, but we don't know. But yeah, Wandering Echoes just reset. Yep, we knew about that. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to show on this page. Besides that, though, that's going to conclude our... Islands of Insight for today. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.